So there's lots and lots of different risks around using spreadsheets as opposed to an ERP solution which systemizes it all, makes sure that everybody's working in the same way and there's a single source of the truth.
Are you running your manufacturing business on paperwork, on spreadsheets? Well, there is a better way of doing it. We're going to find out today from Peter Jones here, who's got lots of experience in manufacturing, and he represents a company called QAD that can handle all of those processes, but digitally. Now, Peter, what is an ERP system?
If you think about a manufacturing business, you have a lot of processes that have to be gone through in order to receive orders, manufacture a product, invoice your customer, deliver it, arrange transport and all that sort of stuff. So what a lot of people do today is run that on spreadsheets that are spread out across the business. QAD ERP solutions provide an end-to-end set of solutions that go right from that receiving customer orders, customer relationship management, through sales orders, quoting, getting a purchase order in place to order materials, running the manufacturing background so that you've got routings and bills of materials, the inventory control so that you know where your inventory is in terms of raw materials, work in progress, finished goods, controlling the warehouse, picking and packing and shipping and raising the invoices, and then most importantly for most manufacturers, actually getting the money into the factory once you've actually sold the products that you make.
Wow, Peter, I had absolutely no idea how complex it is running a manufacturing business. That is a huge number of tasks you've got to think about. But what is the cost to the business of running all of these in kind of an older style of management?
Lots of facets to that question and lots of consequences to a business if you don't get it right. So if you're running on spreadsheets, there's always the risk that they're very manual. What if somebody makes a mistake? What if somebody deletes a cell in a formula and you end up charging 10 pence instead of £100 for a product? All those kind of manual risks. There's also things like training and how do you pass on knowledge from one person to the next. If you've got spreadsheets, it's very personal. You may not train the next person. Succession planning, that just doesn't happen with spreadsheets. So there's lots and lots of different risks around using spreadsheets as opposed to an ERP solution which systemizes it all, makes sure that everybody's working in the same way and there's a single source of the truth.
And systematizing, let's dig into that. What is the benefit of systematizing a workshop? Because I guess a manager might look at a workshop and they think they know how it works, but do you get an extra insight into the realities of it when you turn it into a full system?
Absolutely. We have got solutions which will actually allow you to look, once we've got ERP up and running, it then investigates the system and says, this is how you think it works, but this is what's actually happening. So we can give you a proper deep dive view of what's really happening in your business rather than what you just think is happening.
And I guess you manufacturers out there might be surprised by what actually happens in your shop floor if you did invest in a piece of software like this. But what does the journey look like? For let's say there's a successful case of implementing an ERP system like this. How easy is it to actually get running on your shop floor?
It's never an easy thing to do, but QAD has got 40 years of experience with doing this with manufacturers from startups right through to multinational global businesses. So for a company that may be in medical devices, it's a highly regulated environment. There's lots of ISO standards, 13485. There's lots of good manufacturing practices that you need to conform to. QAD builds all of that into the software so that for a medical device manufacturer, all those CMGPs and everything else is there already. You haven't got to reinvent the wheel and set up a system. For people like automotive manufacturers, and there are a lot of those about, IATF 16949, MMOGLE, all of that is embedded in the solution. So QAD can come along, give you a system out of the box that you can pretty much pick up and run with straight away. Now, every manufacturer has got that little bit of secret sauce, that last mile that is unique to them. QAD allows you to do that bit, by using what we call extensions without customizing the software, but just adapting it and personalizing it to your own actual requirements.
And what is the benefit of this software not being bespoke, it being off the shelf?
The benefit of that is that 40 to 45 years experience that I've spoken about. We know how it works for a life sciences business, a food and beverage business, an automotive business. All of that experience is part and parcel of the package of working with QAD. So we give you all that best experience right from the start.
It's almost like you're helping one business with the knowledge from 1,000 other businesses in the same sector.
Absolutely, yeah. We bring all of that knowledge together, and whilst every business has its own particular software, we don't share it across different businesses, but we just use that experience of the verticals that we work in.
Absolutely. And if you were to round off this video by explaining to the viewers kind of in a nutshell what QAD can do for them and how they should see QAD as a business partner or as a supplier.
We're definitely in the business partner part of it. We want you to be a successful business, so we give you all of our experience. We want you to grow the business so that we grow with you as well. And in that way, it's a synergistic partnership.
And I don't think there's many ERP software providers you could find that want a mutually beneficial relationship. If you want to find out more, check out QAD.com.